So we have two guests today, but really with one focus, I guess. The first person is Chris Wyman, co-founder of Social Catalyst, and she's being supported by her bullying friend, Robin Ellington of Class.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Chris, why don't you tell us a little bit about Social Catalyst?
Social Catalyst is a 501c3 organization, and our mission is to create social and environmental change with a focus on individuals with disabilities. Our current project is we make recycled videotape bags, and they help provide job opportunities to people with disabilities.
So we should point out that they've brought some bags into the studio. They're these beautiful bags. Tell us a little bit about how they're made. I think it's an interesting process.
So our model, we have a partnership model. We partner with weavers from the Weavers Guild of Boston, with other nonprofit human service agencies that support people with disabilities, and with local fashion designers and seamstresses to create the product. What we do is we have the weavers from the Weavers Guild come in, and I assist them. We actually load the looms with cotton yarn, and then individuals with disabilities weave the videotape into the yarn, and they're paid for their work. When the roll is completed, we harvest the fabric, and then we take it out and have products made from it. And what you see in front of you are a couple of totes and a zip pocket, but we have handbags and eyeglass cases, business card holders, a bunch of little things. And for marketing, we've done mostly direct sales so far because our volumes have been low. We've done some craft fairs and bag parties, but we were selling at the Textile Museum in Lowell. And by the end of the summer, we plan on having an Etsy site to sell online. That's a craft site.
How did you come up with the idea to do this in the first place? It's really quite unusual and innovative.
I know. When I tell people what we do, they usually pause and look at me and go,
But now they're offering to ship her their videotapes. They have old Ninja Turtle videotapes at home, and they bring me cases, which I turn over to her.
So like most entrepreneurial ideas, it was an evolution. My partner and I, Ashwin Mehta, started out working on a software business. I have a son with disabilities, and he had received some interventions for social skills in school, and I didn't really think they were that effective. So our first idea was to create some kind of software, either a role-playing game or a virtual world, to teach teens and children social skills. So we did that for a while, and we spent some time doing research, and in the end we decided not to pursue that because there were a number of platform issues, like what kind of, are you going to do a massively parallel game, or are you going to do it on an iPad? You know, so there were those issues. And then that was about the time that Kurt Schilling was raising money for 38 studios. And we realized the amount of money we'd have to raise would be much larger than our capabilities. So we kind of regrouped, and at that time, but the thing that we learned during that research was that the unemployment rate for adults with disabilities, by some statistics, is 80 or 90% for people with autism, where we're able to find data. So we regrouped, and at one point I was trying to recycle some videotapes, and there was nowhere to bring them. There was a place in Missouri that would take tapes that were in very good shape and erase them. So we said, why don't we do something with recycled videotape? And we thought we were trying to figure out a way to have to do this employment piece. So we did some research online, and we found a company called Sonic Fabric that makes machine woven fabric out of audio tape. And it's a playable fabric. They're used for like high-end rock stars. And you take a tape head and you can actually rub it against the fabric and create noise. So at first we thought we would machine weave the videotape, and then we realized over time when we did a little more research, that due to noise and maybe some safety considerations, that maybe machine weaving wasn't the right thing. So then we decided we'd go with hand weaving. So that's how the bags are made now. So that's the long story of how we got started.